Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set. Set go.
On the give, this is Allen. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's caught by Gibbs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right side. They are coming after your quarterback, so the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Ready up.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
On the set.
1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Here we go.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A carry here for Allen. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready. Set go.
Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards. Here comes Allen.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Okay, ready.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Left knee, 19. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
69, 69. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
Now, faking the give. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, come on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. High throw, but it's reeled in. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They hand it to Gibbs. Gibbs with a first down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by one. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders take a 14-8 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will score. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Giants will go up by a point here in the second quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the handoff, and it's Allen. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Let's go.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. That one taken in. Touchdown, Commanders. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Commanders will open up a 6-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Warriors 70. And up.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Okay, break. Set.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Ready, break.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
7 Pirates. Let's go now. Hut, hut.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This one from 52 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Giants will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, Viking 18.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Come on, set. Ready?
This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Giants. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The ground, it's Allen. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. Exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, set. Let go.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. With Allen. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To the air now on 1st and 10. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Shut up. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he will have a Giants first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Emmanuel Forbes.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll run it on first down, and here's Allen. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
On the set.
1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Here we go.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Ready?
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They send the tight end in motion. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. They'll look to throw again. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Ready? Set.
They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. And they'll try to save their timeouts and use them on defense if they need it. Gets up and spikes this one. second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the Colts to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And this is taken in by the defense.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Ready.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Here's Gibbs. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. They'll throw out of the gun. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive will start on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Unlock Ryan. Unlock Ryan. Ready. Viking 18. Check. Panther.
On 2nd down, they run with Allen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.